Okay, so one of the questions I keep on asking myself when I say, why would the football Chibia winning say Chelsea squad is bloated? Yet, Omoko player when they are able to convince the player to sign for Chelsea. As some men pan at Chelsea catch Omotias here to sign. First question. Say, Obi new football will be a Chelsea squad. Position be a plus 3, 4, 5. If you cry 7. And so okwa akwada ho otumi convince akwada ne ka project bi kire no e ma akwada ne sign the match Chelsea because the ideal thing na say Chelsea squad no doors one okwa agent be ka say dabi utimi develop me player into ko but the agents are able to be they listen to Chelsea and they get convinced anyo wawa ba me ka sabu nkire mo Pedro Neto a very good player. And yes, sir, all the signing at Chelsea and Obi Bekan wants some money. Very, very good player. Pedro Neto, this transfer market, you're linking it to Arsenal, you're linking it to Manchester City. City for consider Pedro Neto, and actually, Obi taking decision say, Omukako for Savinho back at Nefi Girona. Arsenal for Omuko, I'm a first asking price of $150 million. What can you better discuss and ask for Jai because Bukayo Saka boss our position, you know. Don't think could 12 over 50 million in fact, Pedro Neto. When him say, Chelsea for call, now Tottenham was the or that they didn't come up. When Chelsea went, Tottenham was there.
Sports.
Behind the scenes, cool eye. Tottenham not are willing to add player plus cash. Chelsea is first off from the coin cash plus player. And actually, and the Chelsea had to go and pay for Pedro Neto. Naken Pedro Neto, it's me from the left, it's me from the right. First 9 crobets me abo. But baby, it's through a tab pie, yes, our right wing. Right wing way, I want to know name Adweke Ewo 1. I want Angelo Gabriel Ewo 2. Cole Palmer 3. Diego Moreira 4.
Nationwide Sports.
And Rechi, Amakofa will learn next vow one so next year over. And you had Pedro Neto Ebetato. So you are looking at like 5 or 6 players our one position. Chelsea Kakesi apart for will learn next vow. Over next year, but Chelsea are going. In fact, they've also paid huge amount of money for Pedro Neto. Not just at the end of the day, say a po, say a po. Players need be home back. It's we are not in Madweka. Men and one can by this time. I come in here, I'm starting to bomb in here. Man, say Emfa. Now, see, it is quite obvious. Chelsea cannot keep all these players. Ever one team. Say wingers, no. Raheem Sterling. Muhailo Mudrik Noni Madueke Sat replace Angelo Gabriel Omkwa Dombeko Kraba make a senior once ne wum no Mudrik Raheem Sterling Noni Madueke was a Chelsea Jabako kwai to accommodate Pedro Neto. Say Mimi Susu say Raheem Sterling Ebia Nisi Canin Sabia and Kofan Tintia, but I am Muhailo Mudrik and Noni Madueke Mubako Titru Madueke no because a honor boy any pepper and I miss so much. From sources to say Pedro Neto no more promises so about and I was like, okay, so Pedro Neto be body no before right wing what automatically Cole Palmer goes inside as a number 10. What I say? It's a Cole Palmer no about the number 10. Pedro Neto on the right, number 9 Nicholas Jackson, no left to Rono. I wanna you who say a best telling and answer Mudrika na you who the team Nankasa saw you who left to. And now also say Cole Palmer on the right, Pedro Neto on the left, Nkunku as a number 10, Nicholas Jackson as a number 9. We watch go options because Pedro Diano on more right and go bet right to the left in India. I mean, if Pedro Neto is playing as a left winger, Raheem Sterling, Nimuhalo Modric, only in the bench.
Nationwide sports.
Oh, say bakoko. Ena another issue I sound so bad say. When him say anope ya. Any run Chelsea sound so called Napoli what could be Victor Osimhen. In fact, Chelsea wanted to make things quick. Oh, and can Napoli 40 years and come na Pedro Neto Victor Osimhen. What did they see? Chelsea for coin. In fact, they said they still insist say a loan and on pay Victor Osimhen. Napoli force that, but Chelsea see game almost loan. They say. In fact, what they told Napoli was that our issues with financial fair play into mutu sikani bumwa emwa. Na me sure say away Napoli for bubefu Chelsea pa. Because Chelsea told them say they cannot pay sika kese for Victor Osimhen. Omo pay loan because of financial fair play. And now pa okotua 60 million euros e dey for Pedro Neto. Na say what would Chelsea priority?
Nationwide.
Time I yet say Victor Osimhen coming to Chelsea no. Chelsea afa humienu okoto Samuel Morodion 35 million pounds, which is around 40 million euros. Or 60 million euros. Ukabomwa 60 million euros, 40 million euros, 100 million euros for these two players. Samuel Morodion, Pedro Neto, 100 million euros. It makes me out of Victor Osimhen the Abamewa. Are they not Chelsea for any willing to pay Victor Osimhen? Na chin or pay Victor Osimhen loan. Name or you okay to go and pay 60 million euros for Pedro Neto, 40 million euros for Samuel Morodion? Second question I want to ask you.
Nationwide sports.
Chelsea say Napoli can own tia open loan, open Victor Osimhen loan. Name or come before for any bonus car. He is openly willing to pay. Can Chelsea some conform priority and said that ni Osimhen. And so Osimhen supporters then they force him penny for no so monto. I can one kasa dia. And so attention baby. Hey,
Nationwide.
If Pedro Neto is fit, solid player, and yeah, my can't run me boy. Let's move on to other issues. Who a football club? If you know how to buy, you have to know how to sell. You're balancing abrabomu, you're positive, you're negative. One thing I've always loved Chelsea, they know how to sell. Barry Hutchison, I'm the Chelsea, or Cologne, Jini for Arsenal free, and the boy in Cologne, or buy a Chelsea for baby 20 million be not Nakoma extra town for I get the Asana home. Ian Matson, or Chelsea team in home. Cologne or Dortmund, Chelsea are finding way. Aton Diama Aston Villa 44 million euros. Well, also these people they know how to sell. I didn't on blow, but Obefa Kwai be so not Waton Eddie Amon Wajinisika, Lewis Hall or Newcastle. Chelsea are finding way to sell to Newcastle 33 million euros. Waton. That is the other side of the conversation. They know how to sell. Manchester City. Waton is second striker on starting. He's the second striker for Manchester City, bench player. Waton Ediama Atletico Madrid 95 million euros. You should know how to sell. We a football club. Semede Gabriel Jesus, he was a second striker for Manchester City. Oton Dima Arsenal over 52 million euros. And Oton Julian Alvarez and also 95 million euros. What can two players with Buma? Omunya status. You are looking at figures around 147 million euros. 147 million euros. These are two strikers. No one starting from Manchester City. Me can't you see Sudia say? One tester Arsenal. Omunimi ye bako kra ne say. Omunim say you see top player kra. And I was very keen about a nketiah deal, you know. Me follow sana me say Charlie because kin Arsenal see so say oh bobra play Arsenal atona when you sika kese pa ye Osley Chamberlain on 2017 when him score munya 38 million euros. 38 million euros Arsenal. How? Since I tell Arsenal sika munya kese pa from sale of player 38 million euros. How? Na abra Ian Matson no kra no mo Chelsea from Fanny Nyahwe no kra or just 44 million euros. Arsenal are unable to sell players, and this is my headache. Nketiah myself first starting oh you sa starting from 20 and I call 27 million and myself also munko bio Arsenal for say 35 after yenra Arsenal for after myself for say when the mom ran yenkan yi say o mate so dia mama sell a loan plus obligation ye 30 million na after you we bibia say what time is smooth and Miss Smith 30 we so 30 nature say enya bia we nya 60 but chale me come sis mu boss say sa edin ketie yi say a Chelsea player na say team for B player on that tonage more than 30 million. Arsenal should learn how to sell. Very, very important because I mean, come on, say club see so the autumn can see by 38. How?
Nationwide sport.
I mean, trust na me mom nkomo here. Manchester United, mama nkoho. You see, before I ever started transfer market, one of those discussions United, in fact, they wanted to improve the squad was that United best signing centre back, United best signing a right back, probably a full back, United best signing a defensive midfielder, on best signing a striker. Shall my catch some say, Sergeant Ratcliffe, or a typical UK person, on Tennessee Kakau. United centre back and no more pen from last year with Dinichi. Now Antonio Silva, Benfica for small boy defender no. It's so chani dim because Nancy form not so co. And the buyer say Manchester United ever talk Gerard Brightwith and Matthias the late that time near more learning your routine. Gerard Brightwith Manchester United first offer 35 million pounds plus 5 million add-ons. Everton 75. United for later on Omuko 45 million plus 5. Total package 50 million. Everton 75. Manchester Siyanko Yentobiu Mufama Samunko. Up to now, Omanko Gerard Brightwith won't be. And who say a coin the lady euro they went forward to pay assistant 2 million euros because Manchester said the reason why they decided to pay was that because Madrid not omo ya for boy na nisa because ideal way in can be and community no problem. Matthias the late Manchester United say 35 million euros on bio Manchester Bayern Munich say 50 million euros. Say Manchester jina 35, Bayern jina 50. Say Bayern Munich for so month to seka prene. Last time when me catch out 3 weeks ago, up to now Bayern Munich want is who. Okay, no problem. Let's move on. They are looking for a center forward. And on that me catch us Mario Hermoso. They are looking at possible options because United and yen against so this can be count. And a Bayern so yen against so or so. Yen na yen him say United call for a typical defensive midfielder to replace Casemiro because Nikoto Yokodo Yenayemre they cannot rely on him. And United had a good scout on Manuel Ugarte. Ken, the idea of Manuel Ugarte ni say you see PSG4 kwa Joao Neves there but or the bar PSG4 automatically they will be forced to sell him. PSG4 saying no problem 60 million euros. Manchester United for the 35 and also bitia. From last week, 35, PSG 60. Actually, Manchester United said they are walking off. Just like the threats normally man buying Munchino. When you say weekend, sorry, 2 or 3 days ago, Manchester United and 45 behind the scenes will be in still PSG for say Yantia 69 bitia. And the United sister now I am looking at possible options. When options have about radio super brebening in and say, only round up PSG for say, Mount Toa, you be before for United echo Bali for defensive midfielder or what thing of Norway, Sander Besh, or call Bali for so budget 30 million pounds. United for say, Bali more championship 30 million pounds. Okay. And I'll call Monaco for her. You see for fun, Monaco for so big 35 million euros. Wako Palmeiras or Brazil, Ricardo Reas, Colombia for defensive midfielder no. And also so almost 17 million pounds. So I'm about to say, why you ready? Or the ball Manchester for say chain. Yeah, share other options. Martins will be mended and anye and so much Canadian. Adra Abu are willing to play. Almost any profile now. Almost Casimiro and Kasanka type Navy. I would see minimum. And to say, Sergeant Ratcliffe no. Still on Sasan and our transfer market anymore. Up to now, okoho na obo figure na wonya eho no gina say United are still chasing defensive midfield and now coach ne say we jai the man penyifo no hwe ni say nka transfer market no nyama no mo ye no ebeye fast but defensive midfield role no Manuel Ugarte anye ya. These are the possible options that United are looking at. You see Fofana, Sander Besh, Ricardo Real, Sofiane Amrabat, attached to Manuel Ugarte. United will have to take a decision as soon as possible.
You want to be you?
Ugarte na.
On happy.
Na Sander Besh, well anyway.
So say chenchen for no more for more.
Olongo na o.
Snapchat Vera mo. Omana na yedum bo mfimfin sisi.
So we had the
chenchen for no bebre. Omama mfimfin bi.
So we had the anka problem in ho.
What chenchen for no se bebre ade. Swiss secure way so the bad cry.
Thomas say.
So what we mfimfin aye.
Obodi obetimi agba.
Na ko fa titia no ntimi mai. Editor for
say quality ni ye hwehwe.
Okay.
Nti so ba na obetimi agbonko ade. But you see my question is that is it Sofiane Amrabat, is it disrespect or what?
Almost one film chance.
This boy
season ebe na wie na
Oboba o
ba na ebe na wie
so mo engineer ndi kra
I say baba ko bi na o Madrid Dennis Ceballos sanote ye be season na wie o ka Anthony Martial
ono so
United for bi say United for mo money adaw